up one this year and 11 in 1956. And actually has not lost a road game since June of last year, early when he lost the 5-4 complete game to the Chicago Cubs. Newcomb with his 2-2 record last year against the Milwaukee Braves was 2-1 and lifetime 10 wins and 8 defeats. For Milwaukee's Bob Buell, he is 1-1 this year. Last year he had 8 wins and only 1 defeat against Brooklyn. He really racked them around, and lifetime 11 wins and 6 defeats. Buell pitched 4 complete game victories and 4 starts against the Dodgers at Milwaukee in 56. He likes to pitch in this spacious ballpark, and he allowed only 4 runs in 36 innings. He started against the Dodgers at Brooklyn this year, if you remember, allowing 5 runs, 4 of them.
Again, we as men are really good at saying goodbye, but not saying thank you. And so we are here to thank this guy in the state of Worcester in the hamlet of Grafton. He came all the way out here to recognize that since this is the 23rd season that Paul put together for all of us. And that and for anybody here who ever complained about the umps, or thought that the fees were too high, or thought you had to travel too far to go play a child's game, you can blame him now.
We kind of summed it up today.
But the truth is, we all know what we do here. We work hard, we raise our families, and on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you get in a car, drive somewhere to play an 8 o'clock game, and you're back in the office the next morning and nobody knows that you had a great time. And you formed a teamship with friends that you would not have known otherwise. And we're here to say thank you. So I hand it over to Carlos. Miles, go to the next step. Miles. Naomi can read them to you later. Okay, hold on. Loud.
Paul and I come from. Paul and I were raised in Jamaica Plain, which was part of the city of Boston. We both played Little League baseball in the same league. It was the only show in town at the time, Regan League. It was sponsored by local businesses. No uniform. We were suburban kids. We had jeans playing. We had shitty T-shirts from McCarthy's Real Estate, Bronx Delicatessen. You remember these laughing now. Yeah, he must have won a championship when he was Bronx.
I know.
He's obviously a little bit older than I was, so I never got to play with him. But that's where we came from. And I had the good fortune 20 or 21 years ago to join the league when I was living in Watertown, and my son was living here with his mother. He was 2 or 3, so he gave me something to do, and I haven't looked back. And I think the biggest thing he's done in the past 10 years is putting together the over 60 league. I think it may have been 8 years ago, something like that. The first year, there were 2 or 3 teams. Not a lot of guys showed up. But look at what we have here. None of us will be playing today. At some point, we let our egos go and understand that as we turned 60, we weren't really competitive in the over 30 game league. Once you let your ego go and you accept this is what you have. So he allowed us, we had the vision to know going forward that no one's going backwards. We're all going to age out at some point. But as a result of that, here we are 8 years later in a competitive league. We have enough guys to field 5, 16s or whatever we have and compete with each other. So for all of that, Paul, I think all of these people on the first base side and the third base side were very, very, very loyal and thankful to you for putting this together years ago. And I think everyone feels it from the heart.
Introduce Jim.
Jim DeRosa.
All right, thank you guys, everyone, for being here. I'll make it quick. Look at it, it's only 12 pages. So first a little trivia, BABL trivia. About 8 years ago, I was playing for Paul in the 48s and 55s. I left his 38 team to play for the Braintree Rockies in Chile. So it's one particular off season, Paul calls me and says, "Hey, we're struggling to get commitment. Can you come back? Do you think the Rockies will let you come back?" And I said, I don't know, I'll talk to them. He said, sweeten the deal, tell them I'll throw a player to be named later. I just need bodies. So I went back, played for Paul that year. The first 5 games, we fielded no less than 16 guys, which as you know is tough to get at bats. So at the same time, the Rockies had a few injuries, preseason injuries, whatever, and commitments, and they were barely fielding 9. So Paul did the gracious thing, he sent me back to the Rockies, which in essence made me part of history because I'm probably the first and maybe only BABL player to be traded for himself. So thanks to Paul for that little bit of tribute. So again, thank you for being here. Over 20 years ago, BABL was formed, providing us grown kids a place to play baseball. Well, over the years, we formed brotherly bonds with teammates and opponents alike. And at the heart of it all was Paul Harrington. Paul not only founded the BABL, but has single-handedly run it with the same precision, dedication, love for the game that he brought to every team, every league that he's touched over the past 4+ decades. My own journey with Paul began back in the mid to late 1980s when he was managing core Silver Bullets, later Hyde Park Dodgers in the Junior Park League, which we know is the Hockey League today. Then in the early 1990s, Paul left the Junior Park League and helped found and build the initial MSBL League in Boston. John Kelly, my brother Jeff, and I, and a few others followed Paul to the MSBL, where aside from being instrumental in running the league, Paul managed our very competitive Hyde Park Dodgers team for years. About a decade later, in 2003, which brings us here today, Paul had a vision and courage to start the BABL. Many of us here today followed him without hesitation. Why? Because Paul has always been a true leader, a builder of leagues, teams, and friendships. And if you know Paul, you know this. He's never sought the spotlight, but his tireless efforts, his passion for the game, and his commitment to giving us a place to play well into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and even 80s, or Dickie, where are you? Have made immeasurable impact. All we've ever had to do is show up and play. Paul's taking care of the rest. For me personally, Paul has been more than a manager. His patience and belief in me, even through multiple shoulder surgeries, time away for family, and moments of personal doubt of my skills eroding, are the only reason I'm still playing this game today. But beyond baseball is this unwavering, unconditional friendship over the past 4 decades that I'm most grateful for. For over 30 years, Paul's also coordinated the annual Columbus Day weekend friendly baseball tournament in Cooperstown, where I have forged some of my most cherished memories, including getting to play on historic Doubleday field with my brother Jeff, my nephew Evan, and most cherished is with my son Trevor. To some, heaven might be an Iowa cornfield, but to me, Cooperstown was always heaven. And again, I have Paul to thank for that. So today, as we bask in the success of the BABL, we say thank you, Paul, for the leagues you built, the games you gave us, the friendships you fostered, and for showing us what true dedication and friendship look like. From the bottom of our hearts and deep from the shortstop hole. Thank you for everything, Paul. We're forever grateful. As a little token of all of our appreciation, we have this personalized bat, crafted for excellence, just like you, BABL Commissioner Founder, Paul Harrington.
of your life.